expect all this. I'm going to do a dressing video for you. Show you some alternative methods of dressing and undressing and getting in and out of bed, and ways that I've developed to live independently. And that always starts in the morning with an obnoxious alarm, and then any light is too bright in the morning. But to get started, just let me stretch out a minute here. Yeah. Okay. I always throw the covers off of me. I always want to kind of get them as straight as I can, so that when I go to bed at night, they're there and easy to get over me. So hopefully here, like so, get the covers off early in the morning so I don't have all my balance. Pull the pillow out that I put between my knees so that they wouldn't rub together. I always use a mirror to check my skin, get that out of the way. It's cold. I live in Wisconsin, so I always make sure that I have a shirt close by, and it's one of the first things that I do is put my shirt on. I put a pullover shirt on like this. I kind of lay it out as open as I can, and I work both hands up into the body of the shirt and then out into the arms, and I pull the arms all the way on, get my hands through, then I make sure I have my balance pretty well, and I use my thumb and hook the back of the shirt and pull this over my head and duck all at the same time, like so, and then just work my arm around, pull it down and back. Okay, then I use these Velcro straps around my ankles to keep my legs straight at night, and undo those. And I psych myself up to transfer into my wheelchair and go to work. Kind of hard to do. But I move my legs over towards the edge of the bed. Use a slide board to transfer. Set that near me and get my wheelchair into the position that I need so that I can transfer into it. I always use a towel over the tire just to protect my skin. If I should rub my butt on the tire or whatnot, I at least have the towel between my skin and the tire. Move myself as close as I can to the edge of the bed before getting on the slide board. Get my legs, move them over close. And once the chair is in position and I'm in position, I just lean over a little bit and get the slide board started under my leg, left hand under my left knee and use my elbow for balance. I push with my right arm. So I push down and pull with my left arm, push down and push with my right. And with any luck at all, I'll end up in a wheelchair in one piece. What I do when I get pretty close to the edge of the bed is I drop my left foot down, only because it helps me keep my balance when I'm moving in that direction. Then again, I put my arm back under my knee. Once I get pretty far over onto the chair on the board, I throw my right arm behind my wheelchair back, and I pull myself across with my right and my left arm and into the chair. Then from that point I push the board out from underneath me, set that on the bed, and then pull my other leg off the bed. Put this big towel on my lap. Pick up my leg bag. And if y'all just stay here for about 20 minutes, I'm going to head into the bathroom and wash up, and I'll be right back and get dressed for you. Well, I'm all washed up, ready to get dressed, and it didn't even take 20 minutes. I'd like to explain a few of the options that I use for hanging my nighttime drainage bag. This hook on the bag, I can hook in a bed frame like this, or I hook it on part of the wheelchair frame, depending upon where the chair is positioned in the bed situation. The other thing that I use is this board that fits between the box spring and mattress that I use to hold my legs straight. I have a string tied on this board, and I hook the bag in this little string on the side. Okay, I dress from my wheelchair. A lot of people dress from bed. I never could do it. So I dress from the chair, and I dress from the chair with my legs on the bed. I don't normally change my socks every morning, take them off and put them on. But if I do have to take a sock off, what I do is use my thumb or my finger and get it in the top of the sock and just work the sock down. Just keep working at it. Get it over my heel, and then from there you can just pull it off. Okay, then to put a sock on, just straighten it out, lay it on the bed, and get the top of the sock fairly open, and point my foot into the opening of the sock. Then I use my tenodesis splint or hand brace. Then I just pinch it and pull it on. Takes a little while to work it on. Once you get it over the toes, in front of the foot, just a matter of pulling it back and forth and working it on. If you don't have a brace or a hand splint like this, another option is to use a zipper hook like this with a hook on it, and you can hook that hook in the sock and work it on that way. I find it works easier for me with my hand brace. Once you get it up pretty much near the heel, I just get my hand near or under the heel as much as I can. Just kind of pull on it pretty good, get it up over the heel. And then just keep working at it. Give it a pull from all sides. Another option for socks is to sew a loop like this on both sides at the top of the sock, and then you can use these loops and lay the sock on the bed, point your toe into it, and then use the loops to pull the sock up and on. Again, could use a zipper hook like this to hook it in the loop. To put my leg bag on, I use hand brace again so I can get a good pinch to put the drainage tube on the bag. And I start with the leg bag. Make sure the straps are straight and where I want them. Clip the bag shut. I put the inlet of the bag right on top of the tire, and then hold it down between my two fingers with my other hand. Then to put the extension tube on, I grab it with the splint. It's good to just moisten the inlet and the tube, because that helps the tube slip on a little easier. Sometimes what I do is just lick the end of the tube a little bit, then squeezed in the brace and holding the bag. I just work the tube on and keep pushing with the hand brace. Or what I do to make it a little quicker and easier is I hold the bag with the brace and then use my teeth to push the tube on. Okay, then I'm going to put my leg bag on my left leg. So pull my leg up on the bed. And using my hand brace, I pull my sock up and straighten it to get all the wrinkles out. So if you leave wrinkles in your sock and put your shoe on, it can cause some unwanted pressure sores. So once I get the sock up good and straight, lay my leg out. And I use a large dressing hook like this with a hook in the end. Lay the bag on my leg about where I want it. Then I use this hook and I put it in one of the holes on the strap on the inside of my leg, just to hold the bag and the strap in position. And I let this fall down and hold the bag there. Then with my brace I reach around and grab the strap and get it straight and pull it under my leg as far as I can to grab it with my other hand. And once I've got it with my other hand, I come back, reached on this side, squeeze and pull it around and stretch the strap over the button. Okay, then once the top strap is on, to use this hook for the bottom strap, I pull my knee up, get my foot on the end of the bed, straighten the leg bag out about where I want it, get the straps in order. And then with the hook, I hook it in one of the holes on the end of the strap and just let it fall down to hold the bag in place. Grab this end of the strap, pull it under my leg, get a grab of it with my other hand, and then reach back around, squeeze the strap. Again, just stretch the strap out so that you can get one of the strap holes over the plastic button. Then to keep that end from hanging down below your pants or what have you, I put it in my mouth and hook one of the holes of the strap on the hook and then stretch the strap back over the button. that does is makes a loop and shortens up that strap so it won't hang down. And so the tube isn't hanging down. What I do there is get the hook under the entire strap of the bag and pull that up to my mouth, pull that strap out, and put the tube under the bottom strap. If you don't have a hand brace to help in pinching to put a leg bag on, what you can do is I get the bag where I want it and pull the strap around straight, and then just kind of work the strap into a pinch with the other hand. What I do is wrap it around my thumb and use my thumb and my index finger to create a pinch, and then hook my right finger in the loop, pull that strap tight, and then just pull on it, and again stretch the strap over the button and just straighten it out where you want it. And from here I get the pants that I'm going to wear, and I always kind of pick my clothes out what I'm going to wear and have them next to me here so that I can do all this from one place. And to get the pants on, I hook my finger in a belt loop, and depending upon, you know, what belt loop or what kind of pants you're wearing, you can use a belt loop or a pocket or anything. But what I do is I just kind of throw the pants down the bed to get the legs straight, set up the waistband on the edge of the bed, back up a little bit here, and then I just pick my foot up and get it on top of the pants headed into the leg, and pull on a belt loop, lift on the heel of my foot, lift on the heel of my foot a little bit and work it into the pants, and then grab a belt loop, pull, and just through a process of lifting your foot, pushing your foot, and pulling on the pants, you can kind of get it worked in. You can see rather easily, you can pull them on. Now before I get that leg up too far, I get the other leg straighten down the bed, and I set up the waistband of the pants on the edge of the bed so that when I pick my other foot up, I have kind of a clear shot to get it into the pants. And then again, just grabbing a belt loop and pulling on the pants, lifting on your foot. You can this one. Okay, then to get my pants up higher, I use my wrist and I pull up on the back of the pants leg, and at the same time I pull my foot up, and then I kind of hold on to the pants there and let my leg go back down, and you can see that it pulls the pants up on the leg. And then just any way you can, if you have a pinch with your fingers, you can pull on them, or if you want to use your tenodesis splint or hand brace, you can put that on and pinch and pull, but I just work them on this way. You can see after a while you can get it to go pretty quickly, and before too long you can have your pants up to about where you need them. Now from here I set my legs down and get ready to pull my pants up. And I lean back over the back of my chair, and when my butt's up in the air I pull on my pants, but when I lean back like that my legs tend to go to one side, so I just have this drawer pulled out and I rest my legs or my knee up against that drawer, lock my brakes, take this off, pull the pants or the waistband up under your legs where you want them, and then I hook my fingers in the belt loops on both sides, depending upon what type of pants you're wearing. If you don't have belt loops, sometimes hook my thumb in a pocket